Attraction is not just about looks, it is about your energy, your presence, and the way you carry yourself. The most attractive women are not the loudest in the room. They don't beg for validation. Instead, they draw in people with an aura of warmth, grace, and quiet confidence. And the best part is, these traits you don't have to fake or force. They already exist within you. All you have to do is unlock them. There are certain feminine qualities that make you captivating, not by being someone you're not, but by embracing who you truly are. Let's dive deep into these powerful feminine traits that would raise your attractiveness. One powerful feminine trait that can literally change your life is realizing the power of non-reaction. Now, non-reaction is not about suppressing your emotions and pretending to be unbothered. It is about feeling your emotions fully and choosing not to project them into your interactions. Remember, it's a choice. You might think that reacting to what someone says or does might give you control over people and situations. But the truth is the opposite. When you react, it means you are handing over your power, and it also means that you can be triggered again and again. To stay non-reactive, you must understand your own triggers so that you are able to express yourself fully without being swayed by your emotions. A non-reactive person understands that emotions are fleeting and they are not who you are. And when you master this, you stop wasting your energy trying to control others and instead invest it into things that bring you joy, fulfillment, and growth. Staying detached is another powerful trait that can completely transform you. Detachment allows you to expect the best for yourself, but without placing the responsibility for your happiness on others. Attachment and expectation are closely related. When you attach yourself to something, you indirectly expect that thing to satisfy you. This often leads to suffering because your expectations create pressure both on you and on others. Nothing can truly satisfy you under the weight of such expectations. Whereas when you stay detached, you release these expectations from external factors such as people or outcomes, because your happiness is already deeply rooted within you. And ironically, this very detachment increases the chances of the external factors adding up to your happiness because they are no longer influenced by the burden of your expectations. You can be independent and still receive help from others. Accepting help does not take away your independence, nor does it create an inconvenience to the one who is offering it. Many people struggle with receiving help because they believe that it can cause inconvenience to others, but it is simply not true. There are many people, those who genuinely want to help you, but by refusing help, you block the natural energetic exchange of giving and receiving. A woman who embraces this feminine trait of receiving understands that her existence is a privilege and not an inconvenience. Receiving help is attractive because it softens your energy, breaks the walls, and also makes you more approachable. Confidence is simply a measure of the trust you have in yourself. You could be the most pretty looking and a kind person, but if you do not trust yourself, then you are missing out on an important trait. Self-trust comes from realizing your worth and understanding that your worth is not tied to external validation. This allows you to stay unaffected whether people are appreciating you or criticizing you. You become free from the seriousness and influence of other people's opinions because you know yourself better than anyone else. When you know your value, you set higher standards for how you treat yourself and how others should treat you. We are often been misguided when it comes to self-love, especially by the consumer-driven culture that promotes even soaps and creams in the name of self-love. It very cleverly comforts us into believing that we do not have any personal responsibility when it comes to self-love, and all of it is being taken care by these products and services. It is no surprise that people struggle so much to truly love themselves despite of doing everything they can. That is because the two important pillars of self-love, which is self-acceptance and self-compassion, are often ignored. We as humans have imperfections, and embracing those imperfections instead of Striving to be perfect is the highest form of self-love. Similarly, we make countless mistakes while learning and adapting, which is part of this journey. But instead of judging yourself, if you show yourself the same compassion you offer others, that is the greatest form of self-love. It is your primary responsibility to love yourself unconditionally, and no product or service will do it for you, although you can still enjoy your bubble baths and face masks. This feminine trait of never being in rush enhances your attractiveness. Rushing happens when you are under the pressure to comply with something. This keeps you in a state of urgency to meet timelines, standards, or expectations. When you are in a rush, there is a higher chance of you missing important details in your work or making decisions that you might regret later. Rushing also stems from anxiety. Not rushing into things is an attractive feminine trait because it signifies that you are worthy of time to observe details, to make thoughtful decisions, and to move with intention. I call this a feminine trait because women naturally operate from their hearts first, then their minds. Women naturally tend to have this emotional conviction to do things that they set their minds to. I have heard so many different stories from different women about accomplishing things that seem to be impossible to a logical mind, but still those things were achieved through emotional conviction. There was something within them that made them believe in themselves and explore those possibilities. At times, people with such a level of emotional conviction are called delusional, but only from a logical perspective. However, if logic is used in such a way that it only limits your possibilities instead of expanding them, then it is better to be delusional to get things done. Beautification is an attractive feminine trait, but here in this video, I'm not talking about external beauty like wearing makeup and hair creams. It starts from within. Taking care of your beauty begins with what you consume. What you eat directly affects your body and your skin. A well-balanced diet is rich in proteins, fibers, carbohydrates, and essential vitamins that nourishes you from inside out. As your body thrives, you will notice improvements in your skin's texture and your overall glow. External beautification is all about enhancing and not masking. Investing in a few high-quality products that complements your skin can enhance your beauty. But no product can hide your imperfections because its purpose is to enhance your beauty. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.